All right, what's up, guys? We'll start a little bit earlier than expected, um, because I don't really have a lot of time to do this stream. So it's just gonna be a quick recap of BTC USD. I've published a video a couple of hours ago, earlier today, on my outlook on BTC USD. But actually, when I recorded that video, we were just bouncing off the 200 SMA on the daily. So I feel like I need to update my views on Bitcoin, right? So right now, what I'm seeing here is, if you guys have watched the previous video, you probably remember. Alright, so I'm seeing in the Nest Club chat, Next wants me to chart at Ethereum versus USDT, and so I'm just gonna write a note here, guys. Actually, I don't think I need to write a note. I can probably remember those two. Right, so if you watched the clip from earlier today, you probably remember that I talked about the 55 EMA on the weekly, this green line here, and what do you know? We bounced off the 55 EMA on the weekly perfectly. So obviously blindly buying this one wouldn't have been a bad idea, but most of the time buying something just blindly, it's not a good idea, right? So let's go into the lower time frames to see if we saw, let's just get this one correctly, 8,162. So let's go into the lower time frames to see if we actually can find an interesting market structure here for a potential long. All right, so we did get the bounce down here, but I'm not really seeing the follow through here that I want to see. For me, we need to reclaim this area right here. Now this is like the super low time frame, so obviously you wouldn't want to trade this if you can't really babysit the trade or like watch the trade actively. So the 50-minute and we got the 5-minute here, but I'm liking the 15 here, the 30-minute, the 1 hour. So maybe like, no, I'm not liking this area. I'm just gonna mark this one out. All right, so we could see, like, if you want to long this area, I would watch this red box resistance right here for a potential long, right? Let's see if we can find any moving averages in that area. We'll have to add some here, right? 200 EMA, that 377. Let's see which one we got here. Yeah, George, that head and shoulder patterns worked out pretty good, right? Like I usually don't trade those types of patterns. I only trade like price action, and I'm not really looking at patterns that much. But obviously, that head and shoulders worked out pretty damn well. All right, so we have on the daily. All right, so this is very interesting right here. You notice this yellow? That's not yellow, it's blue. I must be colorblind. So this blue line here, I think it's the 377, right? Yeah, so it's the 377 EMA. And when you see confluence between a major moving average on the daily and the weekly. So here we have the 55 EMA on the weekly and the 377 on the daily. You can expect a bounce, right? Obviously very risky trying to catch a knife or trying to catch the bottom, right? But when you see this type of thing here, you most likely will see a bounce, and we did get a bounce. And if you guys remember a couple of minutes ago, I put on this red box resistance right here on the 5 minute, and if you look on the daily, you can see that it's quite like that area for a resistance. So let's move this one out here. Like, you can probably see what I mean, right? You have the price action here being used as resistance. You got this cluster right here, you got these two wicks here, this fake out here, and being used as support here. So I'm kind of liking that area that I found on the 5 minute chart. So let's actually go down into the 50 minute again. So I'm pretty confident that you could play along off this one if you want to try a scalp long, right? Now, where would the stop loss be? Obviously, you have this level right here to be used as a stop loss, but not really sure. But this looks interesting. Something like that. All right, never mind. I'm not really here to look at low time frame trades. I'm here to look at the bigger picture. So let's go back to the weekly here. So we did lose the range here on the 4 hour. We basically just dumped straight through. We did get some reaction at range high and the EQ, but nothing at range low. We just dumped straight through. So very nasty action for Bitcoin, a very nasty dump. And we, as expected, when losing the 21 EMA on the weekly, we did get a move back down towards the 55 EMA on the weekly. So like right now, I'm not really putting a lot of weight on this area, the 55 EMA, because I'm not really seeing too much confidence in this area. So if we move down into this area again, I'd say the 8,200 to 8,150, if we come down and test that area again, I'm not really super confident on it, holding for a second retest. And I'm really liking this area down here, the RLC. So this is the RLC of this move here. And let's see if we can find the RLC of this latest up move that took us to 14K, right? So let's see where they had the magnet up here, and there we go. There's the 14K. So if you guys remember, we started this weekly downtrend here, and we bounced perfectly off the RLC here, and it would make perfect sense actually to come down and test the RLC here again. So yeah, I'm really liking this area down here. I'd say that 7.5K to 7.9K. So I think if we will see a bounce and reversal, a continuation here, I think this is the area to look for. Right now, I'm not really super bullish on Bitcoin, but what's important to remember here is the fact that we got this dump on the weekend, right? And when you have weekend price action like this, you will not often get follow through going into next week. What I mean by that is, if Bitcoin is bearish on the weekly, if if Bitcoin is bearish on the weekends, very likely it will bounce back and trade the other way going into the week, right? Especially if this weekend move is against the trend, right? And it's like looking at the 4 hour, it's obviously a move against the short-term trade, short-term trade, right? On the lower time frames, like the 4 hour. But if you look at the daily, I mean, yeah, this is, I guess this is a daily uptrend, right? But I still think, like, if you look at only this area on the 4 hour, that's obviously a uptrend, but it's an uptrend in a higher time frame downtrend. You have, you know, lower highs here. This is most probably a lower high. You have lower lows, and this is probably also going to turn into a lower low. So I mean, this is a downtrend on a daily, I would say. So I'm not really trusting Bitcoin here at all. I'm mostly in USDT, to be honest. I don't own a lot of Bitcoin at all right now because I don't think price action, like this type of price action, isn't really telling me to go long, right? I mean, why would I want to long something that's going down, right? Sure, we have this like 8% pump here, but I mean, I want to catch this move, right? I want to catch like the 50 to 60% move. And if that means, like, if you look at this downtrend here, I think like the most obvious move here would have been to, like, obviously this was the bottom, right? But there's no way of knowing that this is the bottom until you actually see clear signs of it being the bottom. And for me, when we started trading up here, that was like the obvious area for me to know that, all right, so this is most probably the bottom, because we did bounce off the RLC here perfectly, and after bouncing off the RLC we had a bullish break in market structure and started trading upwards. So if you would have long like this area right here, you would have still like catched a like 30 to 40% move. So that's the kind of trading I'm looking at. I don't want to like catch the whole move. I'm waiting for price action to show clear signs of reversal before entering. So right now I want to see clear signs of a bottom being put in, right? So right now I guess I'm rather bearish, but I'm not gonna short, I'm not gonna long. I'm just gonna wait for this weekend price action to recover, I guess, and we'll see where we get from there. But right now I got my eyes on the areas of interest. Right now is this area and this area. So we might as well range here, and that would probably give us some good opportunity for some altcoins. But I'm not really interested in Bitcoin here right now. I'm not seeing any like obvious setup. Maybe if we could probably play off this area, right? Could probably see a setup forming sometime in the coming days. But right now we gotta just relax, stay patient. I'm watching Bitcoin and the crypto market from the sideline, right? So I'm gonna take a look at Ethereum BTC now. Let's see, where do we have Ethereum BTC? All right, so yeah, so Ethereum had a crazy run recently. Let's remove all of these. We don't really need them anymore. Actually, let's remove these two. So yeah, Ethereum BTC is very simple. Very simple. This is what I'm watching, right? We're ranging between this level and this level. I'm not interested in, let's see how big this area is. I'm not interested in, man, I can speak. I'm not interested in trading Ethereum versus Bitcoin unless we break this level to the upside. I want a longer retest. Break this area to the downside. I want a shorter retest. Simple as that. It's like my most basic analysis of Ethereum BTC, and in my opinion, that's like the only analysis you need. Just, you know, keep it simple. Let's see where would. Well, actually, we do have the. No, never mind. It says I don't really care about that area. I mean, I guess you could have, like, I guess you could draw a support zone here with like somewhere in this region, right? Something like that. So support and resistance. Wait for support to break to the downside or resistance to break to the upside. Let's see. Do we have any moving averages? All right. So we have the daily 21 EMA. Right here at resistance, so the 21 EMA on the daily is keeping price up. We need that area to hold, especially now when it's confluent with the support area here. So we need that area to hold if we want to stay bullish on Ethereum BTC. Let's see where they have a weekly 21 EMA. The weekly, actually, this is, I like this. I really like this. You know what? I wonder if this breakout area here is confluent with the RLC and the 21 EMA on the weekly. If we'll find a confluence here, I would want to long a retest. Well, no, not really. So that's not really what I'm looking for. So I will most probably not play that idea. Let's see if we put it up there. No, never mind. So I'm just trying to fit the fibs to my setup here, and it's like you can still take this trade, obviously, because you have a pretty nice level right here, being confluent with the 21 EMA on the weekly. So if we break this area here, I will look to get long down here. Also notice that you have the green 55 EMA here right above support, and it's also right in the same area as the 21 EMA on the daily. So this is the area that needs to hold for Ethereum BTC. If we break, we will most probably see a move down into this area right here. So that's what I'm looking for on Ethereum BTC. I will probably put some alerts here and some alerts up here. Alright, so is there a difference to Ethereum USD? Well, let's take a look at Ethereum USDT. Binance. Well, yeah, so Ethereum, let's see. Here we actually have the RLC down here. Not really sure what I'm seeing here. Let's see, where do we have the RLC of this latest move? We have it. Alright, so well, this is very interesting, right? The RLC of the latest move and the RLC of this whole range fits perfectly. That means this is probably an area that price will react to. And notice that it's going to be the first. We also have the 200 simple down there. Actually, we have a lot of moving averages down there. I don't like watching these on the on all, so I gotta remove some of these. Yeah, we don't need a 377 right there. Or is it, what's the 100? Why is it 100? It's supposed to be 99. I like the 99 more. Why? I don't know. So we got a 99 right there, the 200 EMA. Alright, so well, this one is harder to short because we have a lot more, like the price action isn't really as clear. But if you compare the Ethereum BTC chart with Ethereum USDT, this one, you will notice that Ethereum BTC was up here with the yellow 21 EMA here, with the green 55 here. Right now, price for Ethereum USDT is trading below support here, so in my opinion, but I think, but it doesn't really matter what the fuck I think, right? What I'm seeing here is Ethereum USDT did break support. I'm a bit tired, guys, but I'm gonna try to explain this. Ethereum USDT broke support here. So what am I looking for? Well, I'm looking at the next support below And that support should also be confluent with like a major moving average or the RLC. And what I'm seeing right here is I'm seeing the low of this candle and the 618 Fibonacci, the upper part of the RLC. That's what I'm seeing as a interesting support. Well, it's not really very clean, but I think like from that horizontal down to the second 618, I'm seeing a support, but it's very close to current prices. Well, not really, it's 11%. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I think the money shot on Ethereum is down here. I think that's like, if we're gonna see a dump, we're probably gonna see a dump down here. If you're looking to like load up a long-term bag, I think, well, I gotta stop saying I think, because it really doesn't really matter what I think. I would say that it's probable that we get like a bounce and continuation down in this area if we are going to see continuation. And I mean, we could just dump right through this area, right? You never know. But if you're looking to fill up a long-term bag, I quite like this area. I like this support up here too. So let's see if we can find a proper long-term trade on Ethereum. Wow, that's not gonna work. Yeah, we need to be down here. Right, I'm on the weekly. I thought I was on the daily. Holy shit, yeah, that explains it. Oh, sorry guys. I thought I was on the weekly. Man, that's stupid. Alright, so yeah, looking at the daily, we have the 200 simple here. So looking at the daily, I think the 190 area is a probable bounce. I like that area for potential bounce and not the 190 area, but I also like the midpoint of the RLC. You know what? I'm gonna take the more risk on approach here and put my aim on $165 right here. So I'm liking this area. I really like this area. The midpoint of the RLC, be confident with, I'd say around $167. That's where I'm looking to potentially fill some bags. Because I mean, it happens so often that we actually do get a move back into the RLC. And when we have two RLC that's kind of confident with each other, and yeah, I'm liking that level. All right, so let's move on. Let's see. Let's see, what do we have here? That's Ethereum BTC. You know, guys, let's just do a couple of charts. Did I have RVN? Yeah, Raven, good old Raven. I like Raven. All right, so let's take a look at Raven. What do we have for Raven here? That's weird. I'm pretty sure I've had some drawings on this one. Let's see if we can find it on here. Yeah, that's not really helpful. Oh, right. All right, so let's take a look at the weekly. Where do we have the weekly 21? You know what? I don't like this type of price action. I mean, to me, this ain't really. I mean, it's too clustered. It's too. I don't like this type of price action. Like, I want my charts to be like super clean, and I want to see like a. When I pull up my charts, I want to see a perfect setup. I don't want to look for a setup. I want the setups to be staring me right in the face. That's the setup I want to take, right? So let's look at the daily here. All right, so let's mark out the 21 EMA on the weekly here. So the 21 EMA weekly, where do we have it? It's right on 337. Now that we got the 21 EMA on the weekly marked out, let's mark out 200 EMA. I got it right there. It's right at 3. Is it 355? 35? Yeah, I think it's 35. Yeah, it's right on the money. All right, so what am I seeing here? Well, we are seeing a coin that's at its cycle lows, right? Right now, I'm feeling like the feeling I have for the crypto market right now is like I'm staying patient because Bitcoin is obviously going down. I mean, it's not like this is the picture of health and fitness, right? This is not really the picture of the most beautiful bullish case for anything, right? So like we might as well get continuation to the downside for Bitcoin. And what does that mean for RVN? Most probably. I don't know what's going to happen, but I like this area down here. All right. Why do I like that area? Because it's the all-time low, right? And we're kind of seeing this type of pattern right here. We are like, well, I don't want to draw trend lines because I very rarely use trend lines, but just I know a lot of you use them, and just to show you guys, like, well, that's a very bad one, but you get the idea, right? We are seeing RBN at its cycle lows right here, right? So like buying these lows could be pretty profitable, and you have this level here as an invalidation area. So let's see how far down that wick is. I guess this is like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not sure if RBN, this is probably, let's see if we can find another exchange with more price data. So Bittrex probably has more price data. All right, so this is important. This is very important. When shorting coins like this, I like to look at the exchange that has the most data, the most price. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this is actually all-time low down here, and this is obviously the important area. All right, so I'm not looking to I'm not gonna be looking to buy any bottoms on RVN, so I'm gonna be looking at, I'm gonna look at, like, I want to see strength before buying. So it's very hard to buy this one right here because it's kind of following a pattern here, right? It's bouncing off cycle lows, bouncing again, creating a lower high, bouncing again, creating even a lower high, and maybe we'll see this type of pattern forming, right? So what do I want to see? Well, yeah, actually, I would like for this coin to reclaim the 21 EMA on the weekly. So yeah, I would like to see a move up here. That's a like 13% move, but I would like to see this one reclaim range low. The 21 EMA on the weekly. I would also look at this area for either like an entry here, but remember, this is not the all-time low. We have much more price action, price data on Bittrex, so be very careful here with buying this low. It could very well just dump straight through and go lower, especially when it's been tested so many times, even on the weekly. So I mean, you have a pretty clear invalidation area here to long this area, but right now I'm gonna wait for the 21 EMA to get reclaimed. So like, you guys might say like, well, why wait for a 13% move, right? Why don't you buy before the 13% move and you get 13% profit? Well, you see, it's all about risk to reward ratio. I mean, I only enter setups that actually have a high probability of working out, and setups that actually will in the long term make me money. And I'm not seeing a obvious setup on RBN right here, and maybe if we trade above the 21 EMA on the weekly, I will see a obvious setup, but until then I have like, I'd say 300 to 400 altcoin pairs that I'm watching and actively monitoring for setups. And like, you have the financial, like the traditional markets with like forex and stocks and everything like there's like literally thousands of different things to trade in this world. So you gotta like be patient and wait for the perfect setup to emerge before you buy anything. On RVN, I'm not really seeing anything right now. I might see something in a couple of weeks or a couple of days, and especially if we break above the 21 EMA on the weekly. All right, so that's it on RBN. Sorry if I didn't really help you out much. Ren BTC. Well, fuck me. Look at the weekly on this one. Holy shit. God damn. Let's look at the daily. Well, imagine buying the 200 SMA on this one. That would have been a pretty good trade. Yep. Alright, so let's see, where do I care about the RLC on this one? Yeah, so I want to find the RLC of this move. And if you guys are if you guys are curious about I'm talking about the RLC. If you guys are curious about what the RLC is and how I use it and how I trade it, you should check out my RLC video in my educational playlist on my channel, and I have a video explaining that to you guys. And I will actually stop doing more educational videos because I'm going to share that type of stuff with my private students in the nest. So as you guys might know, I create, and I have a couple of private students, and I create videos for like private videos for those. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, like, definitely check out birdnest.com and check out the private mentorship subscription. All right, enough shilling. Let's all right, so I like this area right here. The ROC of this big move is confluent with this support area here. I'm not really liking like the RLC here is confluent with the 55 EMA and the 21 EMA on the weekly, which is nice, but I think the retest level I'm looking for here is well, that's a good move. Still being in Ren, that's a really good move. Like I wanna okay, so I'm not gonna really look at any retrace levels here. I'm just gonna look at where you should have your stops. Because this area right here, this could very well be the top, right? You never know, right? But this could be the place where Ren stops its massive run. So where do you want to have your stops? Well, the obvious level that I see right here. Let's see how big the drop is. So it's a 10% move. Maybe you don't want to risk 10% of your bag in a... Maybe you don't want to risk your bag, like 10% of your bag on this stop, but I think like the most obvious level here for a stop is this one, right? This the swing low here. And if you put on the fractal here, you will also see that it's a Williams fractal. So I like that. That's the most recent Williams fractal on the 1 hour, and we haven't, like, here we have the 4 hour. So yeah, like I would put my stop below this daily candle, below the wick of the said daily candle right here. So run. I mean, this is going to retrace. I mean, for sure, this is going to retrace. I mean, look at this. I mean, unless this is like the new link, and if this is the new link, we might see like this kind of move, right? Or something similar to that, but probably not, right? You know what? Let's take a look at link BTC. All right, man, fuck. Look at this. This is perfect. A fucking perfect setup that I missed. And why did I miss it? I don't know. Like I gotta be more careful with my alerts. God damn it. Look at this. I mean, you have a perfect breakout. Perfect breakout, and you have the 21 EMA right here. I mean, why wouldn't you want to buy this level? And why isn't Chainlink dumping? I don't get it. Oh, alright, I gotta answer a guy here. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna send. I gotta send this guy the link to the stream in the Nest Club chat, and I'll. All right. So link BTC. All right. So let's see. Let's see. You're putting your stop for Ren at around 1890. 819. All right, so 819, that's all the way down here. Well, like, are you really comfortable losing? I mean, I don't know where you entered, right? But are you comfortable with losing 15% of your bag? If you think price is going down here, wouldn't you like want to sell up here? I don't know, like, I don't know, but 15% is a lot. 15% is a lot. I don't know, man. Like, where did you enter? If you write to me, like, where did you enter? If you entered like down here, that would have been like, oh man, that would have been great, right? And you could definitely have your stops down here. But all right. Alright, so Hasselhoff, I like that name, very cool. Hasselhoff wants me to explain what the RLC is. Actually, I've got a video on my channel right here. I'm gonna show you. Where is it? It's right here. I'm gonna put the link in the description. What's up, Burbs? Sorry about that. So we got the link in the description. That's my video explaining what the RLC is and how I trade it and what I look for in the RLC. So basically the RLC is short for the reload zone, and the reload zone is the area between the 0.70786 and the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, and it's basically an area where I look for like a bounce. That's like, first of all, what I do, I look for a location, and location is the RLC. When the price is inside the R location, I look for bullish market structure from price, and I want to see like confluence with like major moving averages and RLC. So you asked me about XMR. Let's take a look at XMR BTC. I like XMR BTC. Look at this. Oh god damn it! Like when I see this, the like. Like I should have bought this. like I talk about the RLC all the fucking time, right? But I look at the chart, and I had a live stream yesterday, and then I took a look at XMR, and I've told you guys, like, you should buy XMR here. But did I buy XMR? No. And just remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, obviously. I'm not gonna tell you what to buy or how to buy it or anything like that. I'm just gonna share you know, my ideas and what I like to buy. And I would definitely love to buy the RLC of the XMR. I mean, it's buying the midpoint of the RLC. You would like it. You're still up 3%, and it's now right about a 200 simple on daily. So yeah, what I will look for here is a bullish break and monk structure. I'm gonna look at this area now. It's resistance right now, but I'm gonna look at that area to turn into support, and I might actually long that area. Alright, so let's take a look at Waves BTC, and actually I think that's gonna be the last one. I've already been streaming for 40 minutes, and I gotta take care of some stuff here at home before I head to bed, and I gotta take care of my private students too, make a couple of videos for those guys. Alright, so yeah, obviously a setup here that did not work out very well. Waves BTC. Alright, so this level is resistance, right? We bounced off this support down here. We failed to hold this area as support. Now turned into resistance. The 200 EMA being complemented with that resistance. We are bouncing up to 21 EMA on a daily. If we can hold the 21 EMA on daily here and get a move up here, like, well, you know, like, this is the second time I'm writing that, like, putting that setup on this short, so I'm probably not gonna trade that one again. Like, all I'm saying is, like, break below here, we're probably gonna test this area. Break above here, we're most probably gonna test that area. That's how I'm playing it, like, level by level. So we entered at 1307. Where is that? Yeah, so that's perfect. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So my recommendation, well, I can't really give recommendations because I'm not a financial advisor. Hopefully, like, someone won't sue me for saying shit like that. Like, I recommend you buy this coin and get fucking wrecked, and like, put your life saving into Bitcoin and watch it dump 90%. Good luck with life. The 4 hour, we got the 200 simple here on the 400 and the 200 EMA. Like, well, we are bouncing off this area right here. So we are seeing a bounce here. Like, if you want to get out of waves, first of all, you need to have a plan, right? You need to have a plan. So you enter down here, which is a very good entry. You should have taken partial profits on the way up. Hopefully you did. Maybe you didn't. I don't know, but hopefully you did. So the problem with price being this close to entry is the fact that if you put your stops here, price make like 1350. Yeah, that's a good area. Like, you got your stop at 1000. Okay, 1340. Yeah, so it should be all good. I like that area. Well, it's right on support. I don't know, man. Like, but it's still like, I get you. You wanna end, like, you wanna exit in profit, and I totally understand that. And this price section is looking pretty good. To be honest, in my opinion, I think, oh well, you took partial profits, so that's perfect. I mean, I got nothing to, like, it's like I'm complaining, but I got nothing to complain about. Good job, man. Perfect. Good trade. Good take profits. Everything's as it should be. So this area right here, I think 1420, or the area between, like, the 200 EMA on the daily is probably going to act as resistance when we come up, and like, if we closed. All right, so let's try to explain this in the most simplest way. Hold the 21 EMA on the daily equals bullish. Break the 200 EMA on the daily to the upside is even more bullish. What did I say? Break? Hold. Ben, I'm too tired for this shit. You probably know what I'm saying. Hold the 21 EMA on the daily, it's bullish. Break this one to the upside, it's even more bullish. And break the 21 EMA on the daily to the downside, is bearish, and your stop is most probably gonna go in. You might see a bounce here again, but like the probability isn't really 100% right. And buying like the second, third, fourth retest or whatever of this level is not a good idea. If this level breaks, I anticipate a move down to at least 1180 and then like 1120. So that's waves. Let's see. We got the CME BTC. Where do we have that one? Let's see. Where do we have any setups on Bybit going? Am I in a trade? I'm not in a trade. I'm in USDT. You know, when I look at this chart, I think like this bounce here was pretty like in hindsight. Like you get a lot of hindsight trading, right? Let's put a horizontal right on that level, and yeah, fits nicely with this area, that midpoint of this area, and it's also the why is the moving averages different? All right, so I guess they're different because we don't have that type of price data. But it's, I mean, shouldn't it be the same? I mean, shouldn't Bybit? I mean, no, I guess it's not. Shouldn't be the same. That's weird though. 1 week and 1 week. I mean, am I a retard, or why is the 21 EMA and weekly like follows these two charts perfectly, but the 55 EMA, I gotta research that. I'm missing something. It's probably how the moving averages are calculated, and we like with more. But I thought that like the moving averages and the EMA was calculated like. So the 55 EMA is using the last 55 weeks to calculate an average price, and the EMA is putting more weight on the most current prices. So I must be missing something. I had a question up here. I see a lot of moving averages in the chart. Do you mind telling us what are the MAs you are using and believe work well with you? All right, so I'll make a quick list. Very simple before I end the stream. The moving averages that I think works the best for me is 21 EMA weekly, and that's basically the one that I think works the best, obviously. 55 EMA on the weekly. The daily, you have the 21 EMA daily, the 55 EMA daily, the 99 EMA on the daily. You have the what is it? Well, like you had the 377, but I'm not watching that anymore, to be honest. I'm watching the 200 SMA and EMA, and on the 4 hour and lower, I'm basically only watching the 200 EMA and SMA. So those are the ones I'm watching, and those are the ones I think work best for me and my type of strategy. All right, so that's it. There you have it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end the stream now, and hopefully you guys like this type of streams, and if you do, you please consider leaving a subscribe and a like, and yeah, and if you put like, if I think you there's a bell or something in like when you can subscribe, and if you press that one, you will get notified next time I start a live stream, so you can just hop on and ask me any questions or ask me to short any shorts. All right, so have a great Sunday, everyone, and pray to whatever God you believe in that this weekly candle won't be as ugly as it can be. Take care.